evening to you all. My name is Olani Oluwatobi Emmanuel, a PhD student at the James C. Kennedy Waterfowl and Wetland Conservation Center, Department of Forestry and Environmental Conservation, Clemson University, USA. I'm here to make a presentation on high wetland habitat quality amid emerging stressors. Insights from the wetlands of Oba Water Reservoir, Nigeria. These are my outline for the presentation. Nigeria wetland resources are currently being threatened by anthropogenic and biogeophysical factors, such as increased population pressure, rapid urbanization, mining, and pollution, and this continues to affect wetland ecosystem adversely. These wetlands around water reservoir especially face increased threats from stressors, which could be anthropogenic or natural, underscoring the necessity for comprehensive ecological risk assessment to inform management decisions. Our study evaluated the habitat quality and risk factors of wetlands at Oba Water Reservoir in Nigeria, employing an integrated valuation approach. The water reservoir is along the River Oba, which is the third longest river in the southwest Nigeria, and it's one of the tributary. The river is one of the tributaries to this first longest. That's the longest river in southwest. That's River Osun, located at Ogbomoso in Oyo State, with a land cover area of 137.6 hectares and a storage capacity of 3,520 megaliters. It also has a catchment area of 321 kilometers square, and mostly the vegetation is derived savanna. For the study, we made use of this methodological framework whereby we acquired the Sentinel-2A, and it was subjected, and the Sentinel-2A was for the year 2022, and this was subjected to geometric and numeric corrections. Likewise, it was also subjected to coordinate transformation and that projection. Then we made this subjected to image classification using the maximum likelihood classifiers. We embarked on ground truthing to come up with a land use land cover. And thereafter, through expert opinion, we engage the stakeholders, and also through rapid field assessment, we're able to arrive at the habitat stressors. The land use land cover that were gotten from the Sentinel-2A were vectorized, and these both serve as input, the land use land cover and habitat stressors, to the INVEST software. So using the integrated evaluation of ecosystem services and trade-offs approach, we're able to produce the habitat quality model, habitat degradation model, and habitat risk factors group, including the risk model. After this analysis, we have our results. We had our result for the 2022, the land use land cover, and its habitat stressors within the reservoir, and it was observed. And that was not surprised. It was not a surprise thing that virtually the highest proportion was occupied by wetlands, as shown by the blue. And we also have the farmlands, the background and the grey vegetation, and aquatic vegetation and shrubby savanna. So 4 land cover classes were identified within the study space, and the habitat stressors based on the response from expert opinion during the stakeholders engagement. We identify 5 habitat stressors: overgrazing, firewood harvesting, domestic water supply, fishing and farmlands. And this shows the proportion. And this also um, confirm the fact that this area is more of wetlands. From the invest output, we had the habitat degradation and habitat quality map. From the habitat degradation, we're able to see that we have more of the area moderately degraded. We have a few areas in rest were degraded, and also few were of low degradation, but more are of moderate degradation. Looking at the habitat quality, we were able to see that virtually more of the locations were of experience high habitat quality. And this all ascertain the opinion of Gulf et al. 2016 that opined that there's a relationship, linear relationship between the catchment habitat type and water quality. So with the land use land cover and also with this result, we're able to see a high correlation which aligns with the findings of Gulf et al. 2016 on these subjects. This shows the attributes and confirm the fact that we have more proportion of the water reservoir with high habitat quality. We went ahead to come up with an habitat risk model based on the invest approach. And from that, we were able to see that throughout the water reservoir, there were a few low risk, more of low risk, and we also run it for each of the four habitat land use land cover class, and we also have this following result as an attribute. The aquatic vegetation and shrubby habitat experience the least, no, I mean the second to the least stresses from these stressors, pressure from these stressors, while wetland experience the least, while the bare ground and degraded vegetation experience also more of high pressure from these stressors. In all, the bare ground and degraded vegetation has more of habitat stressors like domestic water supply, farmlands, fishing, and overgrazing. The more pressure are from these stressors, while wetland has more, the least number of habitat stressors that are pressurizing these habitat. And also looking at the habitat with high risk, farmland has the highest risk, and while the wetland experience the least risk. And this helps just ascertain the findings of CL et al. 2019, which mentioned that we have the establishment of reservoir, and which is expected to help in nutrient retention, but it has affected negatively the ecology of Chotirio Reservoir in Pakistan. So this study aligns with that there's possibility for wetlands to have high quality and at the same time to experience more of stressors which impact the eco system. In conclusion, to mitigate this risk that the habitat stressors could pose to the ecosystem, which invariably would affect the quality of this wetland, we propose implementing urban rewinding because this wetland initially, when it was established in the 1960s, were more of in the rural but because of high population increase in Ogbomoso town and urbanization, it's really made that reservoir now to be an urban wetland. So there's a need for urban rewilding, there's a need for ecological revetment, and also a need to apply vegetation recovery strategies. These strategies will enhance habitat quality. Not only that, it will reduce degradation and bolster ecological resilience and biodiversity in the Oba Water Reservoir wetlands. I want to acknowledge the Federal University of Technology Accra in Nigeria, um, which form the basis where we embarked on this study, and also the James C. Kennedy Waterfowl and Wetland Center at Clemson University for financial support to be able to attend this conference, and Clemson University giving a platform to make this to be involved in this presentation. Likewise, my host Department of Forestry and Environmental Conservation in the same university, for giving me the approval to embark on this presentation. Thank you for listening. Welcome any question.